Hello and welcome. Welcome to Quilt Conversations Live. I'm Geraldine Wilkins, the Living Water Quilter, and it's been a minute since we've been together. Hello, everyone. Hello, Lori. Aloha. I am so excited to be with you at this last month of 2024. Can you believe it? The year has flown by, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to review how we did with our quilting goals for the year. Yes, Lori, it was so wonderful to meet you finally in person. Yes, everyone, Lori and I met about a week ago, I think it was. A week ago, we met in Hawaii, Oahu, and Lori was the fabulous host, the host with the mostest. Hello, Karen. Welcome. So glad that you're here. Welcome, welcome. So, I'm interested, I hope you are too, with sharing what quilting goals or sewing goals that you met this year. Now, it doesn't mean something was completed. Remember, we have small goals that reach to a big goal. So let us know in the chat. Did you finish a quilt? Did you start learning a technique? Did you attend a class or go to a quilt show you wanted to go to? Let us know. Hello, Jacqueline. How are you? Welcome, welcome. So glad that you're here. Yes, we had fun and a busy day and excuse me, in Oahu. Now, you would think because I've been doing Quilt Conversations Live for so many years that I would know exactly what to do every single time. No, no, no. I'm still learning. And so I'm a little rusty today. It took me a while to set up for today, especially since we're going to go over a lot of what has happened with Quilt Conversations Live for the last year and with the Living Water Quilter online courses. I set a goal. I said, well, multiple goals, but one goal in particular was to create more online courses just for you. And I achieved that goal. I put it in full gear and I released 8 courses this year. Can you believe it? Eight courses. Jacqueline says, I'm stippling a full throw size quilt right now. Yay. I learned so much this year through the classes that I took. Fantastic. Classes do make a difference. Why? Because it exponentially increases how far we go. When we do it alone, it can be very, very slow. But when we take a class, when we get help from others, whether in a community, in a quilting group, but especially in a class, we move faster to our goal. Hello, Sherry from Colorado. Hello, hello. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. Let us know. Did you reach any goals this year with quilting or sewing, a skill, a technique? Did you go to a quilt show? Did you make that quilt, finish that UFO or that WIP that you've been sitting on for a few years? Yay, Karen is working on finishing her sample of quilt. Fantastic. Remember, goals are a combination of small goals, right? So you might have that big goal, but there's a lot of little ones in the middle, right? So whatever goal that you accomplish this year, you need to recognize it. It's important. It helps us and motivates us to continue, right? So I have a lot to share with you today, and so I'm going to start with that right away. Right away. Excuse me. Okay, so what's first? Let's look at 2024. 2024, I went back over the Quilt Conversations live from January all the way up until November. And one of the first things that I did was release new video tutorials for the most popular course on my website, and that's the alphabet design course, which many of you are in. And if you didn't know that I released more tutorials, go back, redo the class. You know that Rochelle has done this class at least 4 times. She started from the beginning, went all the way through, and then went through it again. This is such a good idea. Sherry says she finished a baby clothes quilt using several free motion quilting patterns. Oh, that sounds lovely. Lori said she finished an important quilt for her sister and a bunch of smaller projects. And she started some of her blocks for foundation paper piecing, which, Lori, I think you said when we were together that you're just learning foundation paper piecing. So that's a new goal that you are starting and working on already in 2024. Rochelle is a superstar. She is. So go back, look at the alphabet course. I added more into the course. If you're in the class, go through it. What else happened this year? I finished a quilt in January. This was a full panel quilt that I stitched specifically for a quilt show. It was at the Road to California. It was a special exhibit, so I was glad to participate in that. This is going way back. This was in January. What else did I release specifically for you were ruler quilting classes. Now I have several online classes. If you love curves, I released 4 online courses using 4 different curve rulers just for you. Remember, I was on a mission to release more resources specifically for you. And one of those courses is with a clamshell and another is with a oval ruler. Each of those classes have 3 different designs, and each of those designs teach you different techniques. So if you haven't signed up for that and you want to learn curves, if that's on your bucket list, think about it. Oh, you're welcome, Lori. It was my pleasure to add more to the course. Yes, you are welcome. What else did I do this year for you? Brand new virtual classes. I'm excited to share that the virtual classes are brand new and it's inspired by several classes that I did in person. I met many of you in person at Paducah, which is my first time teaching at Paducah. That was in April of this year. And then I met many of you at the Pennsylvania Quilt Extravaganza in September. So a lot of students love in-person classes. I know you do, right? But sometimes we need to keep going, right? That motivation to keep going. And online classes do that. But also, what if you wanted to take an in-person class and you couldn't get to Pennsylvania? You couldn't get to Paducah. That's when I decided it was time to do virtual classes, a hybrid, meaning it's Zoom and video. So I'm live in the virtual class. It's not pre-recorded completely. Part of it is recorded, but I'm live. And that's every Saturday for 4 hours. We take one topic, free motion or ruler quilting, and we spend 4 hours together on a Saturday. And one of the best parts about the virtual, at least I think so, is that the class size is limited. No more than 10 students. That means you get a lot of personal time with me helping you live in Zoom, live video inside the class. So I'm excited about that. That just started this past fall and it's going to continue next year. Hello, Benita. So glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're. Who else is here? Marsha. Marsha's here. Welcome, welcome. So I'm excited about that. That's something new for you ladies as well. And then we had lots of interviews. If you missed some of the interviews, let me remind you, and then you can go back and watch the replay. So we had an interview. This was the last one. We talked about improv quilting. She was a fabulous and inspiring guest, Angie Turner. Go back and watch it if you missed it. What else? Let's see. We talked with Veronica Mays about portraits. She is an amazing portrait quilter. She also does postcards. Go back, be inspired, watch the interview if you like portraits. Did any of you see this interview or Angie Turner's interview? Let us know in the chat. Fantastic time. And guess what? I have some more interviews lined up for next year. So those interviews, podcast interviews, are always on the third Saturday of the month. Third Saturday. What else? Who else did I interview? Let's see. Guyleen Fitzgerald. And that was for the cruise, which was another brand new resource, a brand new thing. First time for me ever teaching on a cruise. And then we went to the Caribbean, and Guyleen was one of the teachers. This is one of her projects. I was just thrilled to be able to work with her and Latifa Safir on this cruise. We had a fabulous time, and so did the quilters. So much so, we're going to do it again. Can you guess where we're going to go next time? Can you guess? Can you guess where would you like to go on a quilting cruise? Where would you like to go? And will you join us? Are you a cruiser? Some people aren't cruisers, and that's okay. I understand. That's why I love to offer multiple ways for us to get together. Classes in person, recorded video online, and virtual classes now, and cruises. So that was really fun. Now, Latifa was also interviewed separately. She is an amazing quilt designer and graphic artist, and she is so inspirational. She inspires not only those who enjoy quilting and do it for a hobby, but also professionals like myself. She is so inspirational. She just released a new tool and video course, and I bought the whole thing. I bought the whole thing because what's on my bucket list for next year is to learn curves. I have been trying to learn how to piece curves for years. I struggle. So I thought I'll buy her templates and I'm going to get some practice in. A cruise once a year? Probably not. Cruises take a lot of work, a lot of work. But maybe in a couple of years, maybe 2026, we haven't set a date. Let me put it that way. We haven't set a date. We are hoping that it will be at least by 2026, the next one. So put that on your calendar. Where would you like to go, Marcia? Where would you like to cruise to? So that is 2024. Now, of course, there's so much more. I'm not going to share everything, but go to the website in terms of the resources that I have purposely worked very hard this year to help you grow in your machine quilting. Online classes. I also put new basic courses, machine setup for free motion quilting, machine setup for ruler quilting. But if you are in the alphabet course, the machine setup is in the alphabet course. So if you didn't know this already, that often I will update the online courses. It's not a one and done. I take feedback. I think of other things that could make the course better, and I automatically include it. You get bonus content. So you pay one price and you get extra tutorials. So the machine setup is new. Now, of course, it's separate if you're not in the course and you want to learn that. And in those classes, I always give tips on tension, skip stitches, thread breaks, everything, right? I can save money. Yay. Good idea. Start saving. And Lori says, She's planning on the retreat also. Yes, that's also in the works. We're still struggling with the retreat to get and secure a good location. Good locations fill up fast. So we are still working on that. Now, so two machine classes, but guess what? If you take a virtual course with me, the Zoom that's on Saturdays, the free motion quilting machine setup course is included in every single free motion quilting virtual course automatically. If you take a ruler quilting virtual class with me on my website, you automatically get the free motion ruler quilting machine setup course. It's included. I thought that was so important to do. So I want you to be successful. So what else did I put together this year? Oh, I went to Paducah, right? Quilt show in Pennsylvania, the cruise, and tons of classes. But I also wanted to spend some time getting to know you ladies better. So I've been working on something. I knew it was coming. So stay around. I have another big announcement for 2025. It's going to start today, but it's going to really be fully announced in January. You are getting the preview, the exclusive. That's it. The exclusive announcement is going to happen today. So, what else do I have for you today in terms of 2024? I took a vacation. Right, that's why we only had one Quilt Conversations live for December. I went on a cruise with my sisters. This was the first time the three of us got together since our mom passed away. The last time we were together, the three of us with our mom, was on a cruise. This was almost 9, 10 years ago. So, anyway, we went to Hawaii. And guess who I met in Hawaii? You guessed it, Lori. Lori, oh my goodness. I cannot say how much in words fully how much it meant to not only meet Lori, to spend time with her, but her generosity, her care of me and my sisters on the one day we were in Oahu. She greeted us at the ship with beautiful, beautiful, fragrant leis. She put them on top of each of us. Yes, it was awesome. And I just realized I did not um, include the lei photo. Now I have to go get it. So you're going to have to be patient with me for a minute. I'm going to play one video while I find the photo of one spot that Lori took us. She took us to the most fabulous lookout over the island. It was like 4 dimensional. The mountains were alive. I don't know how to explain it, but I just felt being at the foot of these volcanic mountains was 4 dimensional. I just felt like they were alive. So here is, you're going to see Lori too. You're going to see Lori too. So let me show you. Okay, here it is. This is the lookout that Lori took us on. I'm going to loop it so you can take it in. It was amazing, amazing. Okay, let me see if I can find it. We had a gorgeous day. The weather was wonderful. Let's see here. All right. Lori can describe to you in the chat what you're looking at. She has a vast working knowledge of the island and the culture and the people and the places and its history. So my sisters kept saying, "Do you do this like professionally? Is she a tour guide?" Because she was so informative. It was just amazing. Yes. You would love to see Lori too. I know. Absolutely. All right, let me see if I can get this together. I can't believe I forgot the lay photo. That's so important. The three of us, once we got back to the ship, we took a photo of us together wearing the beautiful and fragrant lays that Lori gave us. So precious. So precious. All right, I think this is the one. Yeah, here we go. And some people thought me and my older sister are twins. We are not twins. She's 7 years older, and but I guess it's our hairstyles that are very similar. So people thought we were twins. All right, I found the photo. Yay. Okay. Thank you for being so patient. All right, let me see. I need to save this as a different file. All right, nothing like doing this live. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to see if I can quit this. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm dragging it right on top. There it is. Aloha. That's the three of us on the Carnival cruise, 14 days, and the beautiful lays. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Lori. Thank you. Thank you. How about that, folks? Yes, Lori, thank you. It is beautiful scenery, Karen. It is. So, what else did we do on the island? Now that I showed you the lay photo, let me show you a little bit more. This is, guess who? Me and Lori at the lookout. Aw, Lori, no, thank you. Hey, Eileen, welcome, welcome. Doing a recap. Yes, Lori and I met. Lori has been a chat moderator here on the YouTube channel for several years now. I told her I was coming to Hawaii, and she's like, Yay, I want to meet you. Let's hook up. And I'm so glad the day that we went to port was on a Sunday. It wasn't a work day, so it made it a lot easier. I hope, Lori, it made it a lot easier for you. She drove us around the island all day and into the evening. Yes. And then we had a fabulous lunch. She took us to one of the local Italian restaurants. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Yum. Awesome, Marcia, on your bucket list. I'm so glad. You need to go. You need to go. And then Lori said, Do you want to go to a fabric store? What do you think I said? What do you think I said? A fabric store. We went to Fabric Mart. Fabric Mart, and I wanted some orange fabric. That's my color for 2025, orange. But I also wanted some Hawaiian fabric. And Lori was kind enough to take me to, there she is, showing me all the beautiful Hawaiian print fabric. She's saying hi to you. She's saying, come find some fabric. Oh, we only did part of the island. Oh, it seemed like we did the whole island. So you left some for later. Fantastic. So I purchased some fabric. I could not resist. I didn't break the bank. But I did purchase some fabric. And I was glad to have that opportunity to shop some Hawaiian print cultural fabric. I didn't get too many of the florals that you're seeing right here now. And this is my sister looking at some of the Hawaiian applique pillows. You know how the applique designs are very popular. Some fabric for quilters. Excuse me. Terry, you are right. Quilters are the best and generous. That is so true. That is so true. So we had a fantastic time. We also did excursions on Maui and on Hilo on the Big Island. But the best excursion, you know where it was? It was in Oahu with Lori. Of course, my sisters kept talking about it on the ship when we got back. How wonderful it was. We had such a great time. No, my sisters don't quilt, and they have very short attention span for anything crafty. They are not quilters. They appreciate quilts, but they do not craft. Yeah. So I got some fabric, and here I'm at the cutting table. They're cutting up my fabric, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the fabric. It was fantastic to spend time with Lori and to pick some fabric, and I didn't break the bank. Yes, yes. I know you want to see this. I want to show it to you. I have my camera all set up so that you can see the fabric that I purchased. Do I have a plan for it? No. Other than putting it in my stash, that's about it. That is it. Let me leave it right there. Okay, I want to leave it stay. Play and go and stop. There we go. So, Lori, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was a wonderful time. We had a good time in Oahu. Let's take a look at the fabric that I purchased there. All right, here we go. Overhead camera. Here it is. This is the first one with the orange color that I wanted. Very graphic, beautiful design. It's cotton fabric. I love it, love it, love it. So beautiful. Take a look at that print. So lovely, right? Let me brighten that up just a little bit. Okay. Then I got this one. Let me move this out the way. Now, what I loved were the two color fabrics where it's brown and then just one other color with a beautiful pattern from the foliage from the island, which Lori, again, she's an expert. She knew right away what the plants were, what the fruits are. So Lori, if you can in the chat, let us know. What is this one? I love this one. It's so pretty. What I'm going to do with it, I don't know. But I got at least, but I get 2 yards, I think, of each one, and one I think I got 4 yards. Breadfruit. This one is breadfruit or Hawaiian ulu edible fruit. So this is breadfruit. Very lovely. Yes. Nice. Oh, speaking of fruit, Lori was gracious to invite us to her home. We met her husband and her son, who are fantastic. Her son was helping my sister get information about a new computer and a screen. He had this big screen, and my sister was intrigued by it. I didn't even notice till we got back to the ship that she had talked to your son about a computer. He's a gamer, so he was happy to share with her, and I'm thankful that he did that. So she was excited with the information that he gave her. And now here's another print. Look at this one. This is just, I love it. I just love it. Look at that pineapple. So I just focused on the two color fabric, black and beige on this one. And yes, that is a pineapple. And Lori, when we were at her home, she cut us a Hawaiian pineapple, one grown in Hawaii. Let me tell you, throw away, don't even buy the pineapple in the grocery store. those fibrous, sweetless pineapples. You have not tasted pineapple until you've eaten pineapple grown in Hawaii. It was so delicious, so sweet. It was oozing with sweetness. And it was not fibrous. You know how sometimes it's tough, the ones that we get here? Yes, it is. Classic. Ah, he built his own systems. He built your computer too. Gamers are amazing. They are amazing. Aren't they, Karen? I just love these designs. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. The layering, if you think about, look at this, looks like flying geese on the curve, right? That was the other thing that attracted me to the fabric, was that it reminded me of some quilting motifs. So I like that. And it also reminded me of how we can layer our quilting design, machine quilting. So this one, and I have one more. Not as dense of fabric design as this one. It's a little bit looser. So I have two that were very dense and two that are loose. So here's the one where the design is loose. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, so Lori, you kept the top of the pineapple. I've heard that. If you keep the top, you can plant it. It will produce another pineapple in 18 months. Oh my goodness. Yay. Yes, the motion in the print. That's right, Lori, the motion. Now, do you remember what this one is, this fabric? This is so gorgeous. I bought, I think, 4 yards of this one. I don't want to cut it up. I think I'm going to use this for the back or something. I don't know, but I got 4 yards of it. That's what I was thinking when I got it. Beautiful, beautiful flower. Just gorgeous. Yay, I love them too. So wonderful. Oh, okay. Lori says it's a Ohio fabric. Ohio. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yes, Karen. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, this was my trip to Hawaii with Lori. Thank you, thank you. You made the trip so special, taking me to half of the island, reserving the rest for the next trip, going to a fabric store, tasting authentic, real pineapples grown in Hawaii. Just amazing. Ohia. Ah, thank you, Lori. Ohia. Yes. And then this last one. Yeah. Just awesome. It was hard to choose. It really was hard to choose. And I didn't want to go overboard, right? Didn't want to go overboard. Didn't want to break the bank. Okay. There's that. And this one. Okay. Yeah. Yes, we did. We had to fabric shop. We had to. So, what a wonderful time we had getting fabric and having authentic Hawaiian pineapple, going to the lookout. It was wonderful. Thank you, Lori. Yes, that's one of my favorites, Karen, the orange fabric. Yeah. And none of you, did any of you ask how much this was a yard? Can you guess how much this was a yard, this fabric? It's 100% cotton. Can you guess how much this was a yard? Who can guess? Oh, well, Lori knows the price, so she's already said it, $7.99. Yeah, that was a good deal. Good, good, good deal for the cotton fabric. All right. Wow. So, what else do I have for you for 2024? I'd love to know. So, Jacqueline guessed $10.99 a yard. No, this was a wholesale place, I think it said, Fabric Mart with wholesale prices to the public. They had very good prices, right? Very good prices. Um, what else? Oh, I want to know if you can recall over this past year something that you remember from Quilt Conversations Live or from an online class that was memorable to you, that you enjoyed, whether it was being in the chat with all the other quilters, one of the interviews that inspired you, their quilts, their philosophy on art, quilting portraits, improv quilting. Let us know if anything from this year was an inspiration for you. I'd love to know it, and I'm sure they would too, especially if there was something that they missed, right? We don't all make the Quilt Conversations live. So if there's something that stuck out to you, share it in the chat. Now, the big announcement. You want to know the big announcement. The big announcement is if you are new, and many of you are, you may not know that when I first started my online platform, that was a result of the pandemic. I did not have online courses back in 2020 or 2021. I didn't have them until July of 2021. And that's when I started a trial online membership. I was green, I was brand new, I was going through all kinds of training. 2021 was and 2022 was a year of learning new things and trying new things. And just like when you buy software, they have updates. Your cell phone always has have updates, your computer has updates. Just like that, courses, websites all have updates. You have to start somewhere. So I started green and I tried a lot of different things. Some things worked wonderfully and other things didn't work well at all. The other thing that I did was that I put my courses on a platform that was in beta. What is beta? Beta means that they're just starting and they don't have it all figured out. Are you willing to figure it out with them? And when you do a beta, the price of the platform is low because they know that they don't have all the things that they want on the platform yet. It means that over time, the platform will get better. They will make improvements. They will have new tools and resources to make the website better. And that has happened. Since I joined this platform, it's called Zenler. They have continually provided new and better resources for the platform. And they just released, and I've been waiting. I have been waiting for at least a year and a half for them to release a new version of their community. Currently, if you're taking a class with me, you have on the website when you sign in, you'll see the word community, and that's where we can together chat back and forth. Students can chat back and forth specific to their class, and then there's an overall community called Stitching Lane Society, where we can all, whoever's taking a class, can have a conversation, right? So there's the umbrella Stitching Lane Society where we all can chat with each other. Then there's chats for specific classes, but they have completely redone it and they just released it a week ago while I was on the cruise. All right, got some comments happening there. Karen says, I enjoyed many highlights. One thing that stuck with me was Tina Johnson's quote on 5/5/24, one block at a time, starting a new quilt or anything. It's not so daunting anymore. Wonderful. That's a fantastic quote. And Sherry, yes, she was part of the very first the very first year. Oh, thank you. I did a good job. Thank you. I worked very hard. I'm new to your channel, so I look forward to many informational sessions. Awesome, Karen. Welcome, welcome. We're so glad that you're here. And Lois is here. Welcome. I was in the first year and really enjoyed it. Fantastic. I'm so glad. Welcome, Lois. So, guess what, ladies? I am launching a new membership, and this time it's for Quilt Conversations Live. We have over the years gotten to know each other, right? We spend for the first, 2 years, we were here every Friday. This past year, a little bit more, we have only been meeting twice a month, the first and third Friday. And in between, we would, I think, let me know. That's why I'm doing the membership. My impression has been that we would love to continue to interact, to connect with each other. And this new membership, not like the first, is going live today. Now, this is the first iteration of this new community feature for the Zenler platform. That means they're going to continually make improvements. Are you willing to be in the beta of this new community platform? I think you will. It is much like Facebook in that you can upload videos, you can share photos, you can comment. There are so many things that we can do together in the platform that is very similar to Facebook. But guess what? It's private. It is only for those who are members. Let me show you what it looks like. Let me show you what it looks like. All right, here we go. So when you join the membership, you're going to click on community. You can see community right up here at the top tab, or you scroll down to where it says join the live chat. There is in the community resources, so membership information, how to navigate the website if you're not in any classes, membership guidelines, rules, things like that, how to upload a video. And then we're going to have, did you see that? A monthly open sew. What is a monthly open sew? Monthly open sew means once a month we get together on Zoom live and we just have a free time to chat, to sew, to connect with each other. Something that I think was missing from our weekly Quilt Conversations live. So once I do that, let me click on community so that you can see what happens. Hopefully it will do what it's supposed to. Yes, it did. Awesome. All right, let me move this up if I can. Hold on. There we go. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. So at the very top, you see where it says feed. Just like on Facebook, we get a feed where we can see all the groups that we're in, the posts from those groups, anything that we are connected to voluntarily, we can see. We just don't get any ads. No ads here, right? And we can also look at, let me lock this in place. Okay, open that up. Right now, I've posted a few things in here as a student and as an admin. So I can post any of the videos, any links to videos on YouTube. We have comments already. This is the feed from Stitching Lane Society, which already exists, right? And then on the left-hand side, you see Alphabet Design Course. These are the courses that are private communities right under Stitching Lane. So if you're in the Alphabet Design course, you can chat with each other. If you're in the Ruler Quilter Star course, you can chat with other students, do the exact same thing, right? So let's go down to the Quilt Conversations Live. It's right here at the bottom left. You can see membership community. I click on membership community, and there it changes. Quilt Conversations Live, discussions, featured, and then members. And you can see there's a post that's pinned to the top, which is today's Quilt Conversations Live. You can see the membership rules pinned, and now a couple of posts. So I did some examples. This is an example of do more of what you love. These are cards that I'm going to give you, a stack of cards that you can print out any size, and you can either print them out, put them in your room someplace, or you can share them in the group. So that's an example of a photo card. Then another video. We can always add videos with YouTube or Loom. If you haven't heard of Loom, I give you a quick tutorial in the membership area on how to add Loom, an app, to your phone, which then gives you a link where you can record a video and then share that link in the group. It's fast and it's easy, right? Because either you have to do YouTube, upload a video to YouTube and share the link, or Vimeo, or use Loom. Those are the three options to add a video of a project you're working on, something you want to show the group. So this is an example of where I added a Loom video. And then it comes up, you can do vertical or you can do horizontal. It's really up to you as the member, right? How you want to add the video. I'm going to close that down just so that we can continue. Another Loom video example. I just put in a lot of different examples. Here's a photo example. You click on the photo when you want to see it large. This is something new that I was working on while I was on the cruise. I did some hand stitching. This was fun to do. And then you can comment. So here it is. Remember, I have two identities. I have my admin, Geraldine, and I have my student. I always have a test student, and her name is Dina. Surprise, surprise. So the test student, Dina, made the post. I test everything with my test student, Dina. Then the admin, Geraldine, made a comment, and you can add animated GIFs. Can you see the penguin jumping up and down? Yeah, this is a brand new community. Brand new. So if you are a student, you can test out the community, new community feature in the course, the community for the course that you're in. So the same features apply whether you're in a course or if you're in the membership, which is releasing today, right? You can join that today. So let's see. I'm going to click on this and see if, it's saying not yet because it's live. That was today's Quilt Conversations Live. Here's a post from Dina using a GIF, a GIF video animation, which is included in the community. You can respond to anything, anywhere you want. She is happy to be in this new membership. All right, let me check for see some comments, any questions coming in. It is pretty cool. Yes, I'm going to put a link in the chat, Marsha, and then I'll pin it to the top and you can learn more about how to do this. It's a low introductory $20 a month. But go and click on the link. It's at the top of the chat on YouTube. And I'll post it on Facebook for those who are on Facebook. Let's see if I can get that on Facebook. There we go. So we can stay connected in between Quilt Conversations Live. We can talk about the projects we're working on. We can share photos and videos of the projects we're working on. We can stay connected. And that's what I look forward to, is staying connected with each of you. Now, if you didn't know this, if you didn't know, and you are in any of the courses and you haven't gone into community, now's a good time to go in. Click on stuff, see what works and how it works. Practice some posts. Say hello to other students in the class. Say hello to me. Say, hey, Geraldine, I will respond. The other thing that I want you to do, if you haven't already, download the Zenler app. You'll go to the Google Play or go to the App Store on iPhone. Put in Zenler, Zenler, in the search. If you download that app to the phone, you have access via your login to all your courses and, of course, the community. So you can do it on the go. And I want to show you what that looks like on the phone, the community. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Where is my phone at? Host. Here we go. All right, so this is my cell phone. This is live. I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to close out this one that says Safari. At the very top, I don't know if you can see, it says Zenler at the top. At the top, just outside of the rectangle. But I'm going to close it so that you can see that this Z here that I'm touching, that's the Zenler app. That's what you're going to look for. So I'm going to tap that. And now here are my courses. Right? This is, remember, my test student. My test student is in every single course. Right? But at the very bottom, which for some reason it's not showing on the screen. Let me see if I can make that visible. That's as far as it will go. Okay. But underneath the very bottom, the very last thing on the bottom, there's a row of items that you can tap on. One says home. The next one says community, and I'm going to hit community. I touch community, and this is the new community. The same one I just showed you on desktop, you can access on your phone, either through the Zenler app or through any browser on your phone. All right, so I have a question. Let me lock this. Do you need Zenler if I won't be using my phone? No, you don't need the Zenler app. You can use any browser. I was just showing you a browser that was Firefox when it was horizontal. So that's an internet browser. You can use Microsoft browsers, Zenler, you can use Google, any of those. Do I need Zenler to be notified of any of the new chats and messages? You need to be logged in to the website to see any notifications for messages. So if you log in on the browser, your desktop, if you log in on your phone with a browser or the Zenler app, once you log in, you see the notifications. So I'm going to tap on mine notifications. There's nothing new there. I'm going to close that. When I tap on, which unfortunately you can't see it on the screen, but at the very top of the phone, there are bars. When I tap on those bars, I get this. This is my menu. You get the same menu. And at the very top, it says home. That, when I press home, that is my feed for everything. For all the classes I'm in, any class post, I will see. If I'm in the membership, I will see any post in the membership. That's my feed for everything. However, if I only want to see, just like in Facebook, if you're in a group, you can see all the posts in the group. If you're just looking at your feed, you see posts from every group. But if you only want to concentrate on one thing at a time, all you have to do is press that group. So I'll press the alphabet design course community group. And that's where I will see everything that has to do with the alphabet design right there, right? And you can see if I want to write a post, I can start writing a post. I can tap on add a photo from my library. I can take a photo. I can choose a file. If I want to add a video, I just tap on the next one and it says post, rather paste in a video from YouTube, Vimeo, or Loom. You need the URL. That's why I mentioned Loom. Many of you are on YouTube, you have a YouTube account, you need to upload your photo, or your video rather, to your YouTube and then get the link for that video and paste it in. All right. So once you go in, most of you are already students. Go in and get a feel for the community. I'm really, really excited about this, right? So many of us can connect if you're a student in the Stitching Lane Society. Let me close that out. Close that. Stitching Lane Society, which I'll go back to. See where it says Stitching Lane under Course Community. The very top one. That's the umbrella, right? Then underneath that is the membership way at the bottom. All right, got it. Wonderful. So Lori is in there checking it out. Good, Lori. I'm glad you're checking it out. It's really going to change the way we connect with each other. And I'm so excited about that for 2024, right? We have been together for several years now. And I would like to see more of your quilts. Even those who are not even in courses, now through the membership, you can connect with the other quilters through the membership with a low price of only $20 a month, which includes what? It includes a Zoom session. Once a month, we get together on Zoom and we can chat, we can sew. It's called open sew, which means you sew by hand, by machine, you chat with each other. I think it's going to be fantastic. Of course, it's only going to be what we make it, right? It's the Quilt Conversations live community chat. So I can't wait for you ladies to join in and have a good time getting to know each other even better through this platform, right? Now, if you decide I am all in, I want this, I want to stay connected to Lori, to Terry, to Sherry, to Lois, to Marsha, because we're all over the world, all over the US, right? And you decide that you want to commit 1 year, there's a special where you get 2 months free. If you commit for a year, you get 2 months free, plus you get 3 bonuses. Let me show you what those are. And one is what you see here now. Do more of what you love. These are special cards. Let me show you the cards. So I will send you an email when you get the 1 year subscription, and you will get these cards. Like, say yes to trying something new outside your comfort zone. Be kind to yourself. Each stitch builds confidence. You get to make these cards any size you want. You can make them small like I did and place the ones that are meaningful to you, or you can do one every single day. There's, I think, 40 cards. So you get more than enough to do one a day. Design your day. Sketch a free motion quilting motif before stitching. Give your scraps new life. Piece a scrappy block. This is supposed to be encouraging and motivational. So you get these cards, okay? And you get these cards that go together with a machine quilting journal. The machine quilting journal, so you get, I think, 60 of these or 40 of these, something like that, 60 or 40, but it's a lot. It's a lot. You get these, they are to prompt you to write your quilt stories. How many of you have been putting off writing about your quilts, right? And your goals. A goal with a plan is just a wish. And now your journal prompt, because you're going to write in your quilt stories in your machine quilting journal. What is my plan for achieving a top goal? And what is the next step? So you get these cards, you print them out any size you want, you put them inside your journal. You can paste it in if you want. The journal pages, daily reflections, weekly reflections, things that you want to achieve, that you are achieving, that you are working on. Then you get to compile those reflections in a journal format. Add anything that you want. You can tape this in if you want, print it smaller, or you can take one of these cards and put it in. It's up to you. Mix and match, right? So you'll get this also as a PDF. And it also includes some prompts for you to help you think out your quilt story. Here's one. Reflect on your first quilt project. What would you tell yourself back then? Matter of fact, let us know in a short sentence. Think about the first quilt you made. What would you tell yourself about what you were doing or what you did about your first quilt? So Lois says the Zoom classes were fun that first year. They were fun. They were amazing. I really enjoyed them. That's why I wanted to bring that back. Let's see. Oh, no problem, Rochelle. I'm so glad that you're here. Wilda's cooking for dinner. Yes, I like that, Lori. She was usually making pizza on Fridays. I don't even know if she still does that. Is Wilda here? Did I miss her? She doesn't. She's not always able to be here, but I would love to know if she came in, snuck in, or not. But Wilda was part of the early group when we met for Zoom. Those were really, really fun. I remember those. So, ladies, if you commit to a full year, you get the multi-page journal and you get the inspirational cards and you get these cards to print out any way you want. And the nice thing about these is that you can post this in the app. Since it's a digital file, you can post these to encourage the other quilters. So Jacqueline says her first quilt was a rag quilt, and I had no idea how to make a sandwich. Wow. What would you tell yourself? What would you tell yourself? Rochelle says, I would tell my younger self, you go, girl. Keep on. Keep going because it's worth it. Go. Keep. I like that. Keep going because it is worth it. Still a special quilt, says Lori. The first quilt is special. I wish I could find my first quilt. I made it for my mom and I tried to find it, when we were looking through her things after she passed away, but I couldn't find it. I really was disappointed in not being able to find that first quilt. I used upholstery fabric. That's all I had. I didn't know anything about fabric and quilting fabrics. So I used what I had. And my mother loved the quilt. She said it was so warm that she would use it on very specific occasions. All right. Yay. So I hope if you're in a class that you go to the app. Go to the app. Figure it out. Download the Zenler app if you're a phone person. If you're not a phone person, go to the desktop and click on community. You have to log in, click on community, and you can start posting your photos and your videos. Excuse me, and you can respond to others in the conversation in any of the classes. Many of you watching today live are in the alphabet course. How about say hello? Say hello to Sherry. Say hello to Jacqueline. Say hello to Lori. All of you ladies are in the alphabet course. Hey, Lorraine, so glad that you're here. So, ladies, I'm excited for what is going to happen for each of us in 2025. I hope to see many of you in the Quilt Conversations live community so that we can continue to stay connected and we can enjoy each other's company in live video on Zoom. I can't wait. And you know, the first one is already scheduled. It's scheduled for January because we're going to start officially the membership for January. So if you start today, it's like getting what, a week free, I guess. I don't know. If you go today and you join, you get access today. But your membership officially starts January 1, right? You get a whole week and a half, I guess. I didn't really count, to get acclimated, to get started. But we already have the Zoom session for January scheduled. And because this is a new community, remember it's beta, this new format, we're going to work out the kinks together. So if you find something that you don't like, you think something that should be added, I will tell Zenler, hey, what about this? Can we do this? Can you add that? And you must know, once they released it, all the quilters and other businesses that use the Zenler platform had many questions and have already asked for very specific things. So we're not alone in this, and they are so proactive. It's going to get better and better every single month, I think, if not every couple of months, because they are constantly working on improving the platform. So Eileen says it was so fluffy. Wait, let me go back one. Okay. Eileen says I did an Irish chain quilt in a quilt in the day quilt. I tied that quilt not knowing any better. I used super fluffy poly batting. I would never use that type of batting again. It was so fluffy, tying it was the only thing that would have worked now that I think about it. We know so much more, right? When we try something and we learn that it doesn't work. And then we think, well, what's an alternative solution? So we do learn a lot from our very first quilt and even from the last quilt that we did. So Lori, thank you for the reminder. We meet on the first and third Fridays here for Quilt Conversations Live. If you are new, welcome. We're glad that you were here. Don't hesitate to ask any questions. And don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this session. Go back and watch some of the replays that I mentioned from 2024, some of the interviews if you missed them, like the interviews with Latifah, with Guyleen Fitzgerald, with Angie Turner. We talked about improv quilting, portrait quilting. We talked about quilt retreats. We talked about so many things this year. Go back and watch the replay. If you're on Facebook, don't forget to follow and comment. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you decided to spend 2024 with me here on Fridays. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of the Quilt Conversations Live community. Thank you for being a part of my quilting life. I get a lot of ideas and energy from you ladies. The things that I accomplished this year directly not only impact me, but impact you because I've been doing it for you and for others. And many of you, I have to say thank you. Many of you have purchased classes this year. You are on the road to machine quilting with not only fun, right? Frustration is fading away because you decided to take the step, to take a step to improving your machine quilting so that it can be enjoyable, so that the frustration does go away and that you can finish those quilts that you want to finish. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of that. I look forward to another year with you. I look forward to being a part of your quilting journey to help you reach your machine quilting goals. And don't hesitate. If there's something that you're interested in that you would love a class on or you would love to do, just send me an email. We can have a conversation. Mention it here in the chat sometime because I always go through that. Everyone, have a safe and wonderful holiday season. I will see you next year unless unless you are in the snowflake class that's happening next Saturday. The virtual online Zoom class is next Saturday. If you have that template and you've been thinking about joining and you are free, there's still a few spots left. Join us next Saturday. Go to the website, look under virtual events, snowflake template, 4 hours next Saturday. Same to you, Eileen, Lori, Jacqueline. Thank you. Same to you. So glad that we had this time together. I can't say enough how much it has meant to me. And I have to say this because I forgot and it's right in front of me. I know I'm keeping you later than usual, but it's worth it. Lori, thank you again. Thank you again for an amazing, amazing time in Hawaii. Taking me to the fabric store and also sending me a care package. When I got home, ladies, look what was waiting for me. Yes, Lori's amazing jam. I have another supply. Thank you, Lori. And this time I have apple butter and lemon curd. Oh my goodness. So good. So good. Thank you, Lori. I've already opened the cran apple. The cran apple is so good. My goodness. Yummy, yummy cran apple jam. Thank you. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too, Terry. Merry Christmas. So I had to say that because so good, so good. You are welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'll see you ladies next year. Have a wonderful, wonderful time with your family. Cherish your family. Say I love you, even when it's hard to say, right? The more you say it to someone that it might be hard to say, the more your heart toward them will soften. Say I love you. Okay? See you next time for another Quilt Conversations Live.